Oh my gosh. Son, we're back finally. It's been
It's been weeks, right?
It's been 2 months.
Hasn't been 2 months. Go fuck yourself.
It's been 4 months.
I would have been
days.
on your ass trying to get something out.
I was trying to get it last week, but you said you were
Yeah, because you hit me up last minute. You were like, "Hey, are you busy right now?" I'm like, "No, yeah, it's like midnight."
Yeah, it was. It was
like dead asleep.
Well, been busy, man. I had a lot of stuff going on. Then
Damn, it has been a while.
Now you're in school like a professional person,
dude. It's like next week. It would have been a month.
Yeah, I told you.
Holy shit, Jesus. Anyways, we're back, man. We're back.
Yeah.
Plus, you got captain's activities coming up, huh? When do you go out of town?
We'll see about if it happens or not.
What do you mean? I thought everything was purchased and ready to go.
Yeah, but what the fuck was that noise?
Fucking shit at home.
Yeah, but I need somebody to watch the dog now. I can't find somebody to watch the dog.
What about your parents?
They said no. They said they won't watch her now.
Because you told them where you were going?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it was. You didn't tell me that part. I thought you were just like, oh, they don't want to watch her right now after I got her fixed.
No, they don't want to watch her at all.
Why?
She's being about that bullshit.
Why are they mad at you for going on this thing?
Being about that bullshit.
You can talk to your dad. He'll figure it out.
No, he's like, no, I don't want to watch her. He's like, we're at work all day. I'm like, yeah, so am I. And I leave the dog alone.
But everything's already paid for and everything, right?
Yeah.
Ugh. Figure that out. Get a cracking dog.
And then the other thing was, I couldn't find my birth certificate because you need it, as like proof.
Getting into the country, right?
Not into the country. Nobody gives a fuck about the country. It's about the boat. They need to show that you're you.
I mean, what about a social security card? And what about a fucking...
I want the birth certificate.
They need a birth certificate? Go fuck yourself.
And so I can't find it. And I asked my mom where it's at. She's like, I don't have it. I gave it to you. I'm like, go fuck yourself. No, you didn't.
Why do they want a birth certificate?
Birth certificate or...
a passport? A passport?
Or...
Yeah, that would have been great if you applied for that, when I told you in the beginning of the year. But
dude,
whatever.
I still wouldn't have made it.
Still would have made it.
Well, by the time I planned this trip, I wouldn't have made it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I told me to get one so we can go to Japan.
Japan, man. We got to go. But that's what my whole point was. My whole point is you got to get that fucking... Are you growling at me, little butthead? I'll bite you back. I'm not fucking over it. I will bite you back.
She don't like people touching her back. Right.
I did that one time. With one of my dogs. Like, she bit me hard as fuck, and I was pissed, and reactionary was like, I bit her back.
Yep. Your fucking kid Goku and shit?
Yeah, I mean, it legit happened, and she learned her lesson.
That's what I do with her, too. If she starts growling at me and shit, I fucking just grab her down and like, stop.
You're so needy. We're at Ruben's crib. What did you call it? Blacklight
Fortress. Well, also, she got her microchip on her back, so maybe that might be hurting her a little bit. Maybe.
Probably all sensitive after the surgery.
Yeah, well, go somewhere. You have a whole fucking room over there. I made you a little bed right there. Go to one of them. Yeah, see?
You can touch your butt either. You're going to bite me, aren't you, little butthead? Don't bite me. I'll bite you back.
So they had to, I took her.
You have to figure that out, dog. When is the trip supposed to be? The next week?
We're supposed to leave Saturday.
Oh, shit. This coming weekend?
No, we're supposed to leave Sunday morning, yeah.
This coming weekend, though?
Yeah, it's coming weekend.
Damn, son. You better get that shit squared away.
So we'll see how it all goes.
See how much it costs you to get board a dog.
They don't take dogs on there.
Hmm?
They don't take dogs on there.
No, there's like boarding places. You can board a dog for a week or whatever.
But yeah, no. So I took a dog. Dog's name is Cloud. Cloud Sephiroth.
It's a girl, though.
What's your point? How dare you assume gender?
Anyways. Well, what else is going on, dog? A whole month since our last podcast. What debaucherous shit have you been getting yourself into?
I mean, the normal, man. First thing, let's introduce everybody.
Oh, that's right.
I am still Mr. Slightly Hungover Dog Captain. That's Mr. Wow, this is a coincidence. The Dickerai.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Little drunk, son. Little faded, as the people call it.
Who, you were faded?
Yeah.
Yesterday?
For sure.
You went out, man. You went out. You were having a little bit of fun. We can't divulge what you were doing.
Oh, no, Trevor had a party, so we fucking went and It was with their parents and shit, and had a bunch of people. They had to fight their family over.
Really trying to piss off the MILF, aren't you?
She doesn't know how to use the internet, so.
Good Lord. You're like, she'll never find this
She'll never
podcast.
find
It'll
this
be
shit.
fine.
She'll be fine. So now we just started popping all the drinks, man. All the drinks. I think my final count was I took like 10 shots, maybe 12. So 2 of those, I don't know.
You're like, could have been pissed. I'm not
It
sure.
could have been anything, right? And then I had 10 shots, 3 beers, and like 4 White Claws.
You're hungover just because of the mixture of shit in your stomach.
Maybe.
Beer and White Claw. So that right there is like the fucking mixture to make like the fucking shit that the Joker fell into.
Shit. I was gonna invite you over. I'm like, hey man, we're doing Patron shots. I know you fucking
I
love them.
love Patron.
Yeah, man, I finished the bottle.
Oh, those are expensive.
Then we got the rum. Almost finished that bottle too. Woo! Fucking,
You did rum too? Yeah, that's why you're fucking hungover, is because there's all this shit mixed in your stomach. It's like high sugar stuff, low sugar stuff, beer, liquor.
Dude, beer is fucking nasty.
Beer's disgusting. Yeah.
The one they drink is alright. Our parents drink is pretty good because it doesn't taste like pizza crust. Because old beer.
Is that
tastes
what
like,
beer tastes like to you? Because it tastes
pizza
fucking
crust.
disgusting to me.
It tastes like the whole pizza crust. We can go to Bartles right now and just ask for the pizza crust. Put in some water.
I
and
would
that's
be
how it
okay if that's what it tasted like, but that's not what fucking beer tastes like to me.
Oh, that's disgusting. It tastes just like that, man. So everybody's different, but yeah, to me, that's what it tastes like. Do you need a toy or something? Because you have a whole house full of toys.
She needs attention, dog. Maybe she needs to go
I've
take
been
it out,
with
take a
you
piss.
all day.
She's needy. And she's angry, too. Look at her. Ah, you bit me, little fucker. Don't be mad. I'm not going to hit you. You're good. Jesus. You can tell she's got some PTSD. Like,
yeah.
Like, she bit me, and then automatically she's just like, oh, my God, I'm going to get beat. You can be careful, little one. You're a tiny little dog. And you got sharp teeth still. You good?
Well, they
You
take
good?
her baby teeth out, too.
They took the baby teeth out?
Yeah.
Why? This shit should fall out.
No, they said it's been in there too long.
Well, time for the new stuff to come in. It's not as sharp. Not as good.
Yeah, no. If they were her old sharp ones, yeah, she would have got you good.
She still got me pretty good. As long as you get blood. As long as there's no blood. What's wrong? All right, fine. Little butthead. Anyways, what else going on, man? You got drunkenness you're trying to get past. We're recording this quite late. What current events have happened in the last month that we're unaware of? Is Russia still doing their thing?
Russia's still doing their thing.
Still doing their
man.
thing. They still can't get it done, huh?
Can't get it done.
Man.
Yeah, man. So party was crazy. It wasn't too crazy. We were just fucking drinking. This is the first time I think I've actually been like I'm like drunk, and I felt it.
I mean, that's a large mix of shit. Way too much. Way too much.
Everything. You gotta make sure you don't even like sometimes just to make sure.
You're like, you gotta try to get the fucking hangover.
Yeah, that's right.
Disgusting.
That's right. Let's see what else is going on. Went to my cousin's quinceañera.
That's
what
right.
white folks say.
How was that?
It was dumb. I
Yeah.
don't get it.
Yeah, that's why when you're like, do you want to go? I was like, no.
I really don't understand those Mexican things. Also, food was shit.
Oh, that's the worst. If the food was bad and
Yeah,
you
man.
had to go.
I was expecting a party outside, and it wasn't outside. It was inside. The place was nice or whatever, but then they were like rationing out the food. They're giving us like prison rations of food. You get like one little scoop of rice, and like what was it? Oh, one little scoop of like green chili, and like potato salad or pasta salad.
Wow.
And you get one drink. You get like one can of Coke.
All right, would you have preferred having food rations like you had, or be in a really hood house backyard with better
Hood
food?
House backyard
Okay.
with
Okay.
good food. Because that's how I do it, man. If you're doing a quinceañera, you gotta have it has to be ghetto, man. It has to be authentic.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have good food at least. Because let's face it, people aren't going to be entertained watching the little girl dance with everybody in the family. Like it's mostly
I was like, this is dumb. I'm like, what are you doing? Trying to raise Dormammu? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing here right now?
it's a interesting thing, but it's not going to be fun for someone your age. It's there fun for like the immediate family, and It's not. Yeah. Fuck that. And the bad food. Fuck that.
Yeah, man. So
You're like opening up a bag of like Taco Bell. You're like, hey man, I'm not getting full with this single serving.
Yeah, I
shit
wasn't
you guys got.
full either. So, but what else happened? Hey, since you're being mean, I'm gonna put on your cone. Should you her inflatable cone? I'm gonna put on her inflatable cone. Or you can go on the bed. Do you want to go on the bed?
Very needy. Probably wants to go out or something. I think she thinks the microphones are food.
Whatever. She can get over it. Look, play with that. Well, I probably should have got her more. She has those bones right there, but she likes the other ones better. So, yeah.
That sucks. I would have been pissed. Bad food.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I would have been pissed.
Bad food. Bad food is not what I'm about. But yeah, also, I don't know if you know this, but I just want to say, fuck the boys.
What happened with the boys, man?
Fuck their fantasy podcast league.
They're not doing good with this new style, huh?
No, this new style is for bitches, and I don't. Me not being a bitch is really hard to be good at it.
Where are you at? You in the bottom of the
Fucking
rung or
dead
what?
last, son.
Oh, Jesus.
So, it's just really hard to be good because, I'm a hitter and their new rules are for not hitters. So, yeah.
Is Boski winning?
I beat him the other day.
Yeah, he was talking about it on the podcast. So he's talking about how...
They have a podcast?
Yeah, every once in a while they upload it. They switch out people every week.
Yeah.
That's their big gimmick is like they bring people in
we
because
should do that.
they
too.
just bring somebody in, some rando every week just coming in.
I think we should just have hobos here.
And then guess what came back like a week or two ago on their podcast?
Who?
I feel like we're advertising for them, but anyways, whatever. Guess who came back?
Who?
Little Rub came back.
Oh my god.
Little Rub came back, and that little dude was talking shit about me, and I was like, I can't have that. I can't have that. And then he was talking about like, he was like the Dick O'Reilly over there in Monday's Hangout is always bringing up Dick. And I was like, okay, first and foremost, I got to receive some motherfucker. If you go to our chat, our Instagram meme chat, he brings up the dick shit all the time. But I'm not going to blame it for him. All right, I'm not going to give him shit because ultimately, when you're that short, that's all you see all day is just dick. You're dick level with 90% of men.
So
I get it.
So you're just at eye level.
Yeah, so he sees it often, and so then he's projecting onto me what he's fucking thinking about all day. He's probably like, damn, that dude's got a bulge. Because he's right there.
I mean...
It's like your dog, right? Your dog sees shoes all day because she's right there.
Fucking love shoes.
Yeah, so I get it, man. I'm not here mad at little Rub. Little Rub is fine. We're cool. Sometimes people, especially short people, have to overcompensate by just... projecting.
A giant truck.
They're projecting, and he's like talking about dick, and maybe he's lacking in that department. Who knows? I'm just saying you can't be hating on the poor guy. Comes on his podcast, starts talking shit about me. What the fuck's wrong with him? Keep to your Sunday leaves, bro.
He's just yeah, man. He's just you see it. We see a lot of you. See it.
When you're seeing just giant hogs probably right in front of you all, waiting in line at Starbucks, right? If you're think about this. You're a little Rub. And you're sitting there, and you're just like waiting in Starbucks for your what's the gayest drink you can think of? One of those things with the strawberries floating in them.
Oh, strawberry iced.
Yeah, he's waiting for one of those drinks, and he's like, "Oh man, what am I gonna do? There's nothing to do. There's a huge line." And he's like looking over to his left, and there's this dude towering over him with a giant fucking bulge right at his fucking forehead. And he's like, "Oh, I gotta turn away from that." And he turns away to the other side. And then there's like another giant mammoth fucking bulge right in front of him. And he's like, Jesus, nowhere I can go. And then somebody tries to cut in front of him because they don't see him, of course. And so they're like right in front of him. So now there's like a triangular fucking level of dicks. And so, of course, by the time he gets home, all he's going to be thinking about is like, man, were those real? Were those all them? Do they come in those sizes? Wow. And I get it. And then he comes on to the podcast and he's like, hey, man, Dick Roy's always talking about, Dick. And I'm like, oh, okay. I get it, man.
Well,
Short people problems.
This story
the struggle is real.
Also, this transition is going to be seamless. So, speaking of dick.
Uh-huh.
On my adventures.
Yes.
On the web.
Yes. The World Wide Web.
Yeah.
Some would call it that.
After you go into our web search, to look for us and listen to us.
Yes.
Using the web browser, of
The
course.
only one to use.
Yeah.
More accurate than anything else.
What's even Google?
No ads.
No ads. So I'm doing some research. You know I do research.
Have to. Science
get the research.
podcast.
That's right.
For the podcast.
Some would say this is the most scientific podcast in all of podcasting.
Some would say that.
I would say that.
Why not?
I mean, I can say anything right now.
I mean, I just showed you that God hand video. I mean, that was impressive.
That was pretty good. Science.
So
anyways, while I'm doing my research, I come across this website, right? And I'm like, interesting. And they and it lets you, I guess, supposedly, you can message people like, hey, you want some? Send me some nudes, or hey, you're into being a furry?
You're like, I'm in for that.
Yeah, I'm into that.
I got a giant wolf suit too.
Yeah, I have it back here. So
it's quite hot.
yeah, it's really hot in the summer. It's got that stink in there. You know what I'm saying?
Ugh.
Especially a bus went off in there. Ugh.
Disgusting.
It smells like chlorine.
We have a joke about that. Remember about like how do you get those things
Yeah.
clean for the dry cleaner?
So I'm just browsing around on there. They have like different like forums you can go to. It's
Yeah.
like, okay. Oh, you like being choked. Oh, you like being
Like perfect.
yeah.
I
awesome.
found my freak group.
So I'm like, let me go through here. Also, I'm not going to be a member of this because I don't want the government tracking me. So I'm fucking looking on there, and they have one called a tribute room. Now, do you know what a
What
tribute?
the fuck is that?
I'm so glad you asked me. So
Is it where you have like Mexican culture where you have like the fucking Virgin Mary and she's on the corner of a room and there's lights and candles and shit?
it is slightly similar to that, but not exact.
You're praying to Dormammu.
Jeez. I mean, you might be giving them something.
You're hoping that Juggernaut demon gives you the Tesseract thing.
So, from what I can gather,
Uh-huh.
I spent 2 nights on here just to make sure.
You had
the
to get a
story
good comprehensive
I had
view
to.
on it.
I had to.
I hear you.
So first, you do one or two things.
Uh-huh.
So girls will send their pics, right?
Uh-huh. Well, yeah. What kind of pictures? What are we talking
Well,
about here?
sometimes they'll be fully clothed and it'll just be their face.
Okay.
Other times you'll get full cooch, full tits.
Perfect. Why
And
not?
I was like, nice.
Good girls.
Nice.
Gotta love it.
So the goal is, and other times, dudes will just send out their full dick, and I was like, I'm not about this.
Wait. So anybody could just submit things?
Yeah.
It's like a random inbox.
Yep.
You're like,
yep.
whatever.
So now here's.
But if it's like a picture, you with the Pikachu of your giant Gengar over here, you're like, what's up?
Yeah, you can do that if you want.
Okay.
So
okay.
the goal is, in this tribute room, you, as a dude, find a girl's
Okay.
picture that you find attractive.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. I'm
so
following
let's
you.
say it's
It's like social media.
yeah. Let's say it's fucking who's popular right now. Let's say it's that girl from the Addams Family because she's popular and everybody loves her.
Yeah. Okay.
What's her name? Jenny Ortega.
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday. So let's say it's that, right? So you find a picture of her and she's one of the people on the website. So first what you gotta do is you copy the picture that they send on the form. So copy it, save it to your images. Now here's the key part, man.
So there's a rule that you have to submit your own photo of yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. So I get you now.
And now so here's the key part.
Okay.
After you got the picture of the person.
Yes. Save it. Right
save
click
it.
save as.
Yep.
I get you.
After you do that, now what you do is you take your dick out and put your dick on your phone and take a picture with your dick on that picture. Yeah, dog.
Okay, I have questions now. First and foremost, if the phone is really bright, your aperture might not pick up the dick correctly, but that could be superseded. The other question I have is, most people don't have cameras. So if you have your dick on your phone, how are you taking the picture? You have hey, to join this group, make sure you have a point and shoot camera.
Well,
make sure you have an iPad with a camera.
Yeah. That's exactly how people are doing it.
Oh, Jesus.
You gotta have 2 phones, man, or a tablet.
You're
or
like,
something.
hey, man, my dick is really big. This is just a 12-inch iPad. I swear.
Right.
It's a giant iPad.
After you put your meat down on the picture,
Ugh.
you use your secondary phone to snap a picture.
This is first world fucking
First world problems,
only.
man,
First
yeah.
world.
And then so after
only.
you do that, then I guess you transfer that picture back to your other phone. I don't know, man. You do whatever.
Okay.
And then that's when you upload it to
that same group.
Same group.
Okay.
And then I don't know, Miss Titty Fucker 90210 will be like, wow, Bills, thanks for sending me a picture of your dick. You should probably bust a nut on it.
No. This is not real.
This is real, son.
But I can't imagine those are real people and those are what they actually look like.
I don't know. It could be anybody's picture, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So that's the goal, man. You gotta throw some fish out there, and sometimes you'll get a bite. You'll be like, oh.
And people are what, getting off on the idea that somebody's into your picture?
I guess. I mean, for dudes, you're like, oh yeah, I was gonna jack off to a picture of Hello Kitty anyway, so now I got some tits.
But what if it's just a regular picture of you? It's like you in like your Sunday attire
also
and shit.
from what I can gather.
You're like, this isn't gonna work, man.
So from what I can gather, if they like what you're packing there,
They can hit you up.
they'll hit you up. They'll DM you some pictures. You know, it might be a little more revealing. Get some cooch or some tits.
Like a personal DM or something.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So there you go.
How did you stumble across this
I think I was
wonderful
looking for
world of photo exchanges?
You know, as I look for Bible verses.
Yes.
For us for the podcast for our week, because it's a very stressful week.
Yes, that it is.
And I was looking for somebody in particular. It was like, oh hey, try this one, and I was like, sure, dark web, I'll try it.
Why not?
And it took me there, and I was like, got some nice pictures on here, got some nice titty pics. I like this. But then that's when I started doing deeper, man. Because I gotta always
do the research.
I gotta always go deeper. I'm like, what am I looking at? Am I supporting a China website? I don't know about that. So that's what I was doing. And then I finally, so I got on there.
That's crazy. I mean, is this like a Reddit or what is this?
No, it's a whole website, man.
Like it's dedicated to this.
Yeah, they got different ones. So like one's like, I spent exactly 1 minute in here because I was like, no.
You're like, I like to bust it in furries.
Yeah, they have that. I didn't go to that one because
God.
I'm like, no, I'm not. I still have hopes and dreams. I can't lower myself to such a area. The one that I saw was a humiliation room. That's when you like being slapped, like
And so how does that work?
That one I don't know because once again I was just looking at the picture. I'm like, I don't want to, any of this works there.
But like,
so you're probably sending pictures of
what if
you being choked or something.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
You having the fucking car battery strapped to your balls or something. I don't know,
thought
man.
It was like, I was thinking more of like this is a roasting room. Like talk shit about my picture.
Like bitch's head is so big I can play Mortal Kombat on it.
Yeah, man, that's what I was thinking.
Fucking have the whole tournament right there.
That's freaking funny. What other rooms were there?
There's people who just general porn. You just send your favorite clip of porn, man.
And then if you submit your own favorite clip of porn, because it's likely not you in that video,
right.
Are you still doing the whole like, oh, here's a picture of my dick on the video you sent me? I appreciate the video you sent.
I mean, you could, but I'm pretty sure that's just that specific room.
This is why this generation, dude, is just they all have a fucking weird view of sexuality, and it's all fucking out there. Because like back in our day, like 56K, you ain't doing any of this. You're dialing up. You gotta ask the hell everybody in the room, in the house, like, hey man, I'm gonna use the phone line for a few hours. Like, I need to download a picture. Right.
Also, you're like, grandma's dying, right? So I can't get on here because I'm gonna be blocking everything up.
Yeah, man. It's not like you can get on the internet and use your house phone. Some people listening to this right now are like, house phones? What the fuck is that? There used to be a phone connected to your house, and people used to call the house trying to get a hold of a person. Isn't that crazy?
My aunt still has a house phone.
I mean, they still offer it. All houses, I think, still have the wiring built in, but I don't know of anybody that has a house phone. Why would you at this point? Like, everybody's got a cell phone. And it's much easier to call the person you're trying to get a hold of than calling a random number. It's like me calling your work and being like, I'm trying to get a hold of the captain. Can somebody there find a way to get the captain to pick up this phone call?
Yeah, please describe what...
I hope he's at work today, by the way. You know what I mean? Like, it's so crazy. And these kids these days are just... crazy, just growing up with crazy internet, growing up with crazy porn, and so that's why these kids are now having to do like, hey, send me a picture. Here's a picture of me. Now send me a picture of you jerking off to me, or like, just so weird,
man.
so weird. Y'all need Jesus.
Dude, they need to like put it back in, man.
Y'all need
to,
like to bring it back down. Like, but when I implemented the whole captain not bouncing his fucking governor off the limiter and shit, this is what people need these days, man. They need to just have normal sex stuff.
Yeah, man. They need to just start looking at legs, just working from there.
You probably get people now, dude, that like they get ready to have sex with a person, and they like see that person naked for the very first time. You've been building up the sexual tension for hours, right? And then you see that person naked for the first time, and you're just still softer than a fucking ice cream in the middle of summer.
Yeah, for sure.
Like just fucking just dead soft. There's people out there that just really are probably functioning that way, where they're just so desensitized. They're not even getting turned on anymore.
No, they need like a. Also, when I'm
Do I
going
suck
to
it first?
always, of course.
You're like, get there.
I need some moisture on it first.
Jesus, I need some moisture. You're like, I needed something on that.
We're gonna play.
You could choose the orifice.
We're gonna play tattooing moisture farmer.
Oh,
Put the moisture on it. Oh yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, man. That's the other thing that I've seen, not on this particular website, although sometimes, because they're like, you want to send some dick pics out, right?
Yeah, right,
So-
right.
Also, they got like fucking full bodies fleshlights. They look like full cooches, and they got like the outline of the tits too. And I'm like, it's like the whole midsection. I'm like, come on.
Is it life size? Is it like real life
no,
size?
it's not like it's like the size of my dog.
Oh,
And
it's
I'm
a
like,
tiny one.
yeah. And I'm like,
I was like, I meme I sent you.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's weird. First thing.
That's very weird. But is it for that, or is it just like a funny gag gift?
No, I think it's for that because they're shoving their dick in it.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
So yeah, man. I'm like, oh, this is fucking disgusting.
Still, like, how do you clean that?
Put it in dishwasher.
Fucking disgusting. I don't want to go to anybody's house that actually uses a dishwasher, because I don't know what that dishwasher's been through. If that dishwasher could talk, it's just like, I've seen some shit, man.
Fucking look at
I've
the
had
little.
to clean
Look at the
some
little
shit.
little drain where
Ugh.
all the water goes through. It's just all crusty. You're like, what's going on there?
Oh, did you just clean your dishwasher with chlorine? Did you just
Yeah.
bleach it?
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. I clean it often.
Nasty. It smells
Fucking-
like a pool, a public pool out here.
Fucking shit's like shaking, like there's something trapped inside of it.
It's just here at night. It's like,
It's
let
like,
me
Daddy,
out.
Daddy,
Let me out.
I'm hungry. Fucking gross.
I have a thirst for red flags and big booty bitches.
Oh.
Like, oh, all right, me too.
You're like,
Sign
hey,
up.
that is my DNA.
Jeez. Yeah, man. So there's that one. Also, speaking of dicks, I'm sorry. There's just a lot of dick talk.
I guess so. For the record, little rub, this is not me bringing this up, all right? It's the captain over
This
here.
is a science podcast here.
All right, it is. I
Science
get you.
and health. It's like men's
Anatomy, right?
Anatomy.
I got you.
health. Some of you don't know where things are.
I know. Some ignorant people out there.
Some
100%.
ignorant people. I know because your girl tells me they can't find it, so I find it for them. What's
Dude,
up?
we told this story in the podcast, right? Remember when Josh, was it Josh? That little dude we used to go to high school with, and he went out with Zenaida. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Remember I told you that we were at that carnival,
Mhm.
and she was just fucking ragging on his ass. Like the first time they did it, that like he didn't know how to get it in there.
Well, yeah, we're fucking 10. I don't know.
Well,
Maybe.
Zenaida was a whore.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Zenaida was a whore, man. She
She's
was
been
like,
fucking since 8. Since she was 8, not in 8th grade. Since she was probably 8.
yeah, man. But she was fucking dogging him, like making fun of him. And I was like, God damn, man, can you leave the poor man alone? Shit happens.
I was like, yeah. I'm like, how do we know? You probably just like lay there and want to be pumped up.
Such a different concept. It's such a different concept because like if a dude like went up to a chick and was just like, hey man, that chick's got a fucking bomb went off down there, is what it looks like. Like people would be like, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
But a chick can go around doing that kind of shit, and they're just like, it happens.
Yeah, man, that's not fair. I mean, I guess speaking of that, so I've been watching some porn lately.
Uh-huh.
Dude, these dudes are shooting out a lot of ropes.
It's probably fake ropes, man.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, listen, as the captain over here puts in work, you know what I'm saying?
I heard you.
Who just goes to town, all natty, some would say. In fact, I would say that. I'm all natty. I just give nothing but dick. When it's time for the tsunami splash, I call it.
I hear you. The finishing move.
That's right.
The fatality, if you will.
That's right.
The
And
fucking...
depending where they want it, you know.
Right.
I mean, it really doesn't matter where you want it. Unless it's inside, you know what I'm saying? Then you can't tell.
Fucking red flag. Red flag.
But anyways, I'm like this dude on porn like shot like 10 ropes. I'm like, 10 ropes, my dude? That's a lot of rope.
It's a lot of rope.
That's a lot, dude.
You can use that to fucking tie a boat up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
Yeah,
a lot
man.
of rope.
And like it didn't start like letting up till the 8th one. And I was like, Jesus.
It didn't let up to the last one. You're just like, they were strong ropes too. They were like thick, fucking ropey ropes.
Pancake batter over here.
Jesus, that can't be
like,
real.
I was like, listen.
I mean, did you get an outshot of that being him?
Yeah, I did. And I'm like, listen, so either they're adding some more CG rope. Imagine you're the CG
rope guy.
Dude, you
like,
shoot yourself.
Wanted. CGI skills necessary. Must be good at doing ropes.
Yeah.
Like, what does this mean? What is this ad for?
Like, I can put some ropes in the gym. Not that kind, Steve.
No, not that kind, Steve. You're like, hold on, I don't have the I'm trying to get the CGI rope in here, but I don't have the fluid dynamics correctly. It shouldn't curve that way. You need it, and it's not glistening. You got the light coming in from the top, and it's really coming in from the west side of the room. You know what I mean? Just like,
you're calling the porn director. You're like, hey, did you use fluorescent lights or energy saving? I need to know so I can.
What was the color, Kelvin, of the fucking lights that you used in there?
Yeah,
the ropes look a little different.
Right, I want them all matched. Sheen has to be perfect.
Yeah, when you go into a room and they got like the clear blue bulbs on one side and they got the fucking warm ones on the other side, and you're just like, yeah, why is that rope creamy yellow? And that one's like fucking see-through of white and shit.
Right, yeah, it's like, hey, that's eggshell white, and the other one's white eggshell. Like,
something's wrong here.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, I'm like, so either they're putting some CG ropes in there, or like they have this dude like on all the like bull steroids to get his dick up.
Dude, you mentioned here on the podcast once where you said like they inject those dudes' dicks so they stay hard. I thought you were fucking joking.
No,
that's a real fucking
thing.
Dude, every once in a while I get some fucked up clips on my Instagram feed, and they talked about that. I was like, dude, you're telling me you gotta shove a needle on my dick?
Yeah.
God damn, man, you're committing to the craft, I guess.
I guess.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know if I can take a needle in the dick.
You and I have joked a million times about having a fucking porn star on here. After listening to some of these podcasts
I don't want them anywhere
with
near
these
me.
Fucking women, I don't want them anywhere.
I don't even know if I want sex anymore.
You're like, after you do listen to some of those clips, and you're like,
nah.
You're like, nah, man, you ruined it for me now. I'm gonna go back to like 80s porn. You know, it's like implied. Yeah. It's like you see the things going down. It's just like, don't you chow wow, and you're like, all right, and then all of a sudden the camera goes behind a palm tree, and you're like. You're like, oh shit, the palm tree's in the way. Move, camera guy, move. And you just see like a foot over here and a head over here. And you're like, shit's going down. But this fucking camera guy is not looking at through the camera. He's looking sideways. But it's kind of hot because you're like, they're doing something, you know? And you let your mind fill it in. That's what you're going to have to go back to, man. Because these women these days on some of these podcasts, some of the shit they talk about, you're like... Man, now I'm going to think about this next time I'm jerking off to this stuff.
Yeah, man. That's why I'm like, after I hear them, I'm like, nah, I don't want sex anymore. You know what I'm going to do? Just bust it in the trash can like always and call it a night.
You're like, I'm going to turn this into a sport. I'm going to try to like throw it into the trash can from across the room. And then after I get it, I'll be like, Jordan, 23.
Nasty.
23.
No, I'm a human person.
Yeah, Kobe.
I'm a normal human person, so I only got four to five ropes. I gotta make it I gotta make it count.
Maybe those dudes, like, when they're gonna do a shoot and it's like tailored, it like, because maybe there's like it's like a theme, right? It's like, oh, if you're into like, role play, police chick pulled you over. If you're into like, oh, I'm into fucking schoolgirl outfit, or if you're into like, oh, I'm the teacher that didn't turn in the assignment and right, whatever you're into. Maybe this is a category where it's just like a lot of ropes. They call it rope play. Because afterwards, anyway, so my your face. So what if that's what it is? And so like these dudes will hold off for like weeks on end for the one scene. The problem is like, can you hold back from just busting so quick? Because it's been a long time, right, since you've been building it up.
So when you get some injections in your dick, man, they can last forever.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you're trying to conserve the ropes till the final scene.
Well, maybe they make you bust. I think they make you able to.
You probably bust first,
yeah,
and they edit it in the back, so you bust it at the end.
Maybe, yeah.
And then, can you imagine? You're just like, I shot up my dick. I did a crazy 15 rope spread, right? Then the chick's got to get cleaned up, right?
Do it again.
And then she's got to come back, and then you got to drill her for the 20 minutes or whatever, while you've already, like, your dick's still rock hard because of the shot. God, this is all so dark. This is all so dark.
My neighbors tomorrow are going to be like, that's a crazy conversation you guys have.
Your neighbors are like, yo, man, what are you guys talking about? Can I join you guys? I'm like, here's a podcast link, man. What do you call it? Mondays Hangout. It's a podcast name if you're curious about this. Your neighbors are like, what the fuck was that? You're like, oh, well. iTunes, cool. Everywhere you get podcasts.
Yeah, everywhere. Oh, all right. Non-dick topping. Non-dick.
Oh, you know how sad little Rube's going to be now that you're changing the subject?
Not everything can be about
he
dicks.
Might go commit suicide now. You had called him back into the podcast for the last 30 minutes, and then you're going to change it up on him? God, doing him dirty, dude.
So, speaking of podcasts, so I listen to a lot of podcasts, right?
Right.
First thing, they need to stop. No more podcasts.
I think we're oversaturated now.
Everybody got one about.
Yeah, even when we started doing it, it was already getting there. And now it's definitely there. There's just a lot of podcasts. Yeah,
they're like, Michelle Obama's podcast. I'm like, what the fuck is Michelle Obama going to talk to me about?
How she skirted the truth for 4 years, man.
I was like, and Bill Clinton was like, yeah, I got my podcast, tell you how it was.
He does?
Yeah, that head was sloppy.
He's like, I knew it was going to be good. The moment I saw her, she looked hungry.
I knew I saw that goofy looking face and that crooked mouth, and I knew,
That's what we should do. A whole podcast of you being Bill Clinton.
You probably do.
A whole fucking podcast.
I was like, Hillary, they need you in the Senate. I'm going to give Monica some of this Senate dick, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, fuck.
I played that cooch like a saxophone.
Oh, fuck.
Anyways. Fuck, what was I talking about?
You're talking about some podcast you're listening to.
Oh, man. Okay, so it's bad enough everybody got some podcasts. They're doing it. They're like, oh, yeah, you want to know history on fucking blankets? I got a podcast for that.
You're like, the Tiger Mexican blanket was invented in 1664.
Yeah. I'm like, fucking idiot. I don't need to know that. And then, not only that, during my podcast, I'll get ads, because you get ads, right?
Yes.
And they'll be like, oh, so I got the podcast about the history of fans. I'm telling you about how fans work, or whatever the fuck.
So you can watch a 2-minute how it's made fucking video on YouTube for that.
And they're like, yeah, so make sure you listen to the history of fans on iTunes or Apple or Google or whatever. And they start naming everything. I'm like, why are you naming everything? I know where the fuck to get podcasts.
Yeah, I mean,
in
if you
fact,
don't, yeah.
I am listening to a podcast right now. So that implies I know how to listen to podcasts.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So why would you be fucking telling me how to do it?
That's a good point.
Retarded.
I mean, yeah, if you're listening to it already, you've already gotten to a point where you can get to a podcast.
I know what you're going to say. Hey, you're throwing retarded around pretty hard. I'm like, no, this is fucking retarded. I'll throw the hard R around them. Easy. But
you're like, I can't anymore, but...
Unless I'm at work, then I throw those guys.
Jesus.
But seriously, I'm like, well, why would you tell me where to find it? I know where to find it. I'm listening to one.
Maybe they have a really unique podcast where it's only on one place.
No, it's not.
Where, like, we didn't want to go through the extra work. You can only get it on WYSIWYG.
That's what we should do. Probably make bank. Yeah, man. I'm like
Exclusive to WizAweb.
And then everybody does a podcast where it's like non substantial. Like they can't keep doing it forever. Like we can keep talking shit forever, right?
Forever.
But like some people have like the history of fucking blankets. At some point, I think you're gonna be done with the history of blankets.
You're like, there's been no not modern discovery having to do with blankets in the last freaking 20 minutes.
Yeah, dog. So I'm like, come on.
WizAweb is still a thing.
Yeah, that's what's up. I'm gonna try to get sponsorship through them.
You should, dude. I didn't know it was still a thing.
We got sponsorship through those other people.
Online free. You haven't gotten shit from that. We should cancel that immediately. Online free website builder, website software homepage. WizAweb is a real fucking thing. Top 10 benefits of WizAweb, man. Here we go.
No, give it to me. Give it to me slowly.
Dude, this is looking like 1995 websites. Easy editor, best value, strong shopping cart, easy photo. That's it, man. We should sell products through WizAweb.
You should.
Anyways, sorry, you interrupted you. I got distracted with the WizAweb.
No, that was it. I mean, I'm just like, come on. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? We need to just stop with all this. Nobody cares. I don't care. Stop telling me where to find it. I understand where to find podcasts. Like, come on. Come on.
I mean, some people, man, really just need hand-holding.
But yeah, I can't find the fucking website I partner with.
Dude, WizAweb is like the very most basic. What's that really popular website to build websites?
Oh, Turf Builder.
What? Fuck was it? What?
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember.
Yeah, that one popular one that they're not paying me, so fuck them. So, anyways, this is like a really basic version of that. Like, all the templates look very similar. Anyways, damn, I didn't know WizAweb was still a thing.
So you can, crashing.
Bro. Yeah, man, it's late as fuck. You still got to edit this thing and get it up.
Might be a Tuesday. So yeah, I don't understand why they're doing that. I don't appreciate it, and it's taking time from my podcast.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're trying to market it, I guess, and some people aren't great marketers.
Yeah, don't make it sound. Now, if you told me the history of, I don't know, I just don't like being advertised other podcasts, especially that don't have anything to do with the podcast I'm listening to. Like the history of blankets has nothing to do with conspiracy theory shit. So why is it even on here? Like it's ridiculous. But yeah, so.
Well, I mean, they're trying to market their history of whatever. I mean, when you have such an interesting podcast like freaking blankets or whatever you just said, like, I mean, at some point it's going to be like, we got to really try to push this because who wants to keep listening to a podcast about blankets? I mean, there's only so many interesting things about blankets. It's like, well, here's how they made, and here's like how the white conquistadors came over and gave everybody polio and shit. And then there's like new, better ways of doing it. And this is how the Middle Eastern people do it real fancy. And this is how the Mexicans do it really warmly. They got cool designs that who knows where those come from.
Like
and then
Amazon, they use leaves.
Yeah, and then here's the ones that are made in China by slave kids.
Wow.
And then here's the ones that you buy at IKEA that tear apart after 3 washes. And there you go. It's like 12 episodes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah, man. So that's my new pet peeve. My new pet peeve. Let's see.
This might be a quick one, man, because we gotta get moving. It is late. Your boy's gotta go work his
dick
freaking crazy hours.
All right, I end on a good story.
Get his last one and turn it around.
All right, back in our day, back in middle school.
Middle school.
Yeah,
we're going fucking back to dinosaur age and shit.
30 years ago.
We gotta go back to like us fighting off a saber-toothed tiger.
Just like that movie, was it 10,000 BC or something
yeah,
like that?
just like that.
That was us, right?
That was us.
We're
technically vampires. We lived through them all the years.
So, dang, I know 2 people who weren't even born yet. That's crazy.
This guy.
I don't want to brag. But anyways, so, back in our middle school. That's when they started fucking school uniforms. You remember school uniforms?
Yeah, that was controversial.
Yeah. It
was real controversial.
Even more controversial was clear backpacks.
I was gonna say the fucking clear backpacks, because they were
Those
fucking
things,
expensive,
they
by
were
the
fucking
way, for that day.
Also, those things were put together with fucking black electrical tape, so they would just break on
Terrible,
you
terrible.
at any moment.
Why do you think you should have a plastic bag in a place this hot? It's not going to survive one school year. And there were like 20, 30 bags.
Yeah.
And that's like 90s money.
Yeah, that's like
90s
it's
money.
like $200 in right now money.
Yeah, man. It's like you could have bought a freaking Nintendo then for that kind of money.
You know, actually, there's a wrestler who made a lot of his money on a lot of his money in the 90s, but he didn't spend it all on stupid shit like drugs and cars and hookers.
What did he spend it on?
Nothing. He just like kept it and invested it. And just held on to it.
He's like just filthy rich.
Yeah, he's filthy rich because he had 90s money. So in today's money, like it's like worth like double what it was. So yeah.
So what? I mean, he's just sitting on it. What is he?
Yeah,
doing
he was
with
just
it?
sitting on it. And so yeah, now that's why he got so much money. Hey, dog, I don't think she likes you.
She's mad because I'm trying to steal this toy. Fine, you have your toy.
So
Mad.
yeah, but now
I mean, you think you'd want to invest that money?
no, you hold on to that money. Well, that's why it's triple worth what it was worth.
I mean, you could just get some gold bricks and shit. And it would have been the same thing.
All right, so our clear backpacks making a comeback.
No.
South Florida schools will only allowed to have clear backpacks next year.
Dude, those clear backpacks, if you had... I mean, kids these days don't have to deal with the struggles we did. But back in our day, if you had legitimate books with you in those bags, they're going to rip those bags. Like, plastic isn't necessarily strong.
That's why I don't use condoms, because it's just going to rip.
Oh, fuck.
So I'm just
rather
step out.
Gotcha. And get the better feeling all
That's
the way
right.
around, right?
That's right.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Makes
You know,
total sense.
You ever look out a window when it's raining? Same thing. It's just
You're just like, I wish I could be out there.
Yeah, I wish I'd be out there. Feel that wetness. The bitch is like, oh, but isn't it so wet? You're like,
I guess, yeah, maybe. One could guess either way.
Oh, tell me about it. Oh, that's nice.
You tell me what you're feeling. I'll tell you what I'm feeling.
Nothing.
You ever put a trash bag on your hand and pick up a dog shit?
Yeah, like that. It's overkill. That's what I'm saying. It's
Jesus.
too much.
Jesus.
Anyway, so South Florida said they will only allow clear backpacks next year for school safety, son. So you can see the gun. You can see them take it out before they shoot you.
Why did we implement that?
For the same reason. Because
It was a shooting, a school shooting?
The
Columbine?
just
Oh.
happened. Shout out to the Columbine people.
Shout out for the survivors.
Yes, survivors. That's what I meant.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
And what was the point of the school uniforms?
Make you all look like sheep.
Well, it's probably because there's probably like gang activity, and they're like, we can't have you guys dressing as brave.
Dude, I just went down there with Travel Bird because your dad lives down there.
Where?
Back to fucking our middle school.
Our middle school?
Yeah, he lives right behind the Walmart. And I'm like,
Wow.
wow. I was like, wow. I'm like, this is some Matrix shit.
Was
I'm
your car like, don't turn here, don't stop, keep going?
No, so, dude, they built that whole area up now.
What is it?
So there's still the Walmart there and the ghetto-ass Burger King. Now there's a Arby's, there's a Wendy's, there's a new Circle K, a McDonald's. And I'm like, whoa.
You're not giving me anything that
But
makes
I'm
me
just
want to
like,
go and see
I mean,
it.
no, you don't need to see it, but it's just crazy because there's like a whole bunch of little shops too. I was like, dang, this is crazy. This is nice. Back in our day, it was
We didn't have any of that.
it was big. It was Walmart
If you had a Walmart.
and dirt everywhere. Same thing on 99 too. We me and Rachel went down there, and it was a whole bunch of stuff. They got a salad and go, a discount tire. What else they have? They had
Salad and Go. Those things are popular, huh?
Yeah, salad and go is pretty good. You gotta order online though. If you don't order off the menu, you gotta do it online. That way you can customize it.
I mean, can't you customize it there? Can you go into those things?
No, it's like a drive.
Just a drive-through?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why I tell them. That's why I order online, and then it's normally ready. So, damn, that shit sounds good. I might get one of those right now.
Anyways, well,
Yeah, man. So
you survived.
Shout out to the Clear Backpacks. It helped us
Do nothing.
Do nothing except buy a new backpack.
Dude, they were fucking expensive too.
Yeah,
That's
my mom was
crazy.
like, "Why is it all torn up?" I'm like, "It's fucking plastic."
Also, by the way,
You fucking stupid, mom.
you know, people put stickers on it. People put like shit on it where it's just like you can't see in there no more. What's the point?
That's why.
Also, by the way, if you really want to fucking hide a gun, I'm not gonna tell you how to do it, but you could totally just, you know, put it in between the books. How about that?
Hollow out the books and put the gun in.
I
That's
was
right.
gonna say it, but you said it.
Dickerized pro tip to like, shooting up
You
your
want to
school.
take a knife to school, hollow out the center of the big thick
I remember
book.
one time I was
Jesus.
I found a paper clip,
Uh
but it was crooked, so I want to straighten out so I can use it as a paper clip, right?
huh. Yeah.
And so I took out my biggest textbook, which was I think the English book, so I can straighten it out because I use it. You know, I put it between the pages so I can bend it back.
Right. Okay.
And I was like, "Damn, I'm really smart." Fucking teacher was like, "Hey, are you making it a weapon?"
You're like, yeah. In case things pop off,
I'm
you're
like,
gonna want me to
yeah.
have this.
Yeah, I'm gonna be fucking John Wick because I'm using my paper clip. What the fuck am I gonna do with a paper clip? That's when I knew I was smarter than everybody. I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking. Oh, you guys are idiots. I just can't with anybody. That's when I started hating everybody. And that was in 6th grade. No, actually, I think that was in 4th grade.
I mean, yeah, people were really scared, man. I mean, the uniform thing wasn't bad if you think about it, because then I guess parents did have to buy you 2 sets of clothes.
Watch
You had
out,
school shit, and
watch
then you
out
had
for
like
my
home
paper
shit.
clip. My paper clip blade, it'll cut you right in your jugular.
Yeah, people. I mean, dude, it is what it is. People gonna bring guns. They're gonna bring guns,
Yeah.
unless you have people wearing clear fucking clothes. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, they should have them all on the metal detector. You want everybody. Better yet, you shouldn't be allowed to bring anything into the school. What do you need to bring into a school?
they should
The
supply
school
everything, right?
Should supply.
Yeah, good
everything.
point.
Just like I got through high school, put all my books in a locker.
You did fucking
never,
do that.
Never looked again.
Jesus.
Had a few pens and a pencil. Good. Great. And I'm
The kids these
past.
days probably don't have to deal with that anymore, though, right? Because they don't have books. They probably have like a digital version of a book that they still have to pay to rent or some shit.
Probably. That's why they should go back to it and have fucking kids carry books so they know what responsibility feels like.
You had them in a fucking locker.
Yeah, but I still needed to make sure they were there.
Like, I checked on them once a month.
Yeah, I checked on them all the time. Make sure that they were good. Can't just leave my locker forever.
And you fucking bugs in there just
Yeah.
making homes out of your books.
Fucking another Mexican come and steal them and shit.
I wonder if the lockers are still there.
No, they took them all out.
I was going to say, I mean, kids don't need lockers anymore.
No, they took them all out, man. Tore down the library. Yeah, tore down the library, put the Performance Arts and Math Center. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. Fucking
I
Mexicans
haven't gone
here.
there in years.
Mexicans here ain't doing no fucking math.
Crazy.
Unless it's to make kilos into kilograms or something for the drug cartels. But yeah.
Crazy, man. Well, is that the last topic for the podcast? It went kind of a little short this week.
Man, that's it.
Gotta get
Keep
this
you-
cracking. I gotta get popping. I gotta
short
edit
one.
my own podcast before tomorrow, man. Too much shit going on.
Yeah, we'll see when this comes out. I'm thinking maybe, depending on how slow my computer is, maybe Tuesday.
How much do you think it costs to get a website through WizWeb, man? What do you think it costs?
$25.
How much do you think it costs? Let's see. What is it? What is the price? Where's the price here? Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody's paying for WizWeb to be up and running still. So I'm just trying to learn how much it costs.
$25. We'll partner with them. Like, hey, WizWeb, you want to give us a fucking sponsorship?
You get a free 10-day trial, but it doesn't tell you how much it is after that. It's kind of fucked up. Fucking your ghost over here.
No, I got it
Anyways.
from my phone. I have all my shit lit up. I have a remote for this light here, too.
I'll have to do the deep research on the WizWeb and bring it
That's
back
what I
next
do, man. I
podcast.
always do deep research, you know?
All right, any last words, pup?
Probably get the fuck out of here.
All right. Well, that's the podcast, ladies and gents. Little ramp up to our normal frequency here.
That was still 54 minutes.
I mean, I think we've been giving them a lot of full loads
Look,
last time. Like you're like your buddy with the 15 ropes. At 15 rows, man, I bet you that girl's like, you got more? You still have more?
Yeah, man.
She's probably like, all right, fucking singing a song in the back of her head. She's like,
Well, you know, the first one comes out like super fast. Comes out like fucking like 200 miles an hour or something.
But they all, after that, they subsequently drop in speed.
Yeah.
Who did that fucking study? How'd they do that study, though? Like,
That-
do they
that
have a
was
fucking
horrible.
speed gun right next to it or something?
Yeah, it's like, Bill, all right, I need you to jack off right here by the speed gun.
It's like, make sure you try to shoot it for this area. That way it keeps it clean.
You know what?
Glow.
The last reading wasn't right because I was on the side of you. I'm going to go right between your legs. And
Oh.
hold the gun up.
It's like, oh, there's some overspray.
So you have full face shield. Ugh.
And to think there are ladies who sign up for it, man. They're there for the 14 rope videos.
I'm going to throw up right now. Just thinking about it. Here's just a guy on the floor doing science and the extra nut comes out. It just gets on your clothes. Fucking, I'm jumping off
Just
a
to
building.
burn that clothes.
Yeah, I'm jumping off a building.
To burn that fucking set of clothes.
Ugh.
Disgusting. That's it. We'll talk in 2 weeks.
Yes. 2 weeks.